Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do a morning routine. I didn't write a script for this morning routine because this is exactly what I'm going to be doing on this weekend day without any filter. So the first thing that I do when I wake up in the morning is I check my phone. So on my nightstand I have my phone and I have my to-do list and I have my water, and that's my center. I check my phone, I turn off the alarm. I'll respond to comments on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. So if you haven't added me on Instagram, definitely add me because that's where I respond to comments the most. And then after I'm done checking my phone, I immediately go into productivity mode. So the first way to do that is to make your bed, because a clean bed, basically if the environment looks nice, then the rest of the day is easy. So once I folded my blanket, I'll throw it over on the side of the bed across the fur blanket. And a fur blanket is really great to have during the winter time. This is faux fur, but a faux fur blanket is great to have during the winter time because it's nice and heavy, so it keeps you really warm. I'll glance at what I have to do on my to-do list before I go into the bathroom, and in the bathroom I'll go ahead and get myself together, and then if I'm going to be walking outside, I'll put on a sports bra. Today, looking at my to-do list, I've got to transfer my makeup to a makeup palette. So I recently bought this makeup palette so all of my makeup can fit into one makeup palette. Therefore, when I go traveling, I'll just take a very thin magnetic one, very small, and just transfer out whatever I use all the time. So my lip products will go on one side, and then my eyeshadows will go on the other side. So I sent out a bunch of letters, and I'm working on a comic strip. Well, my mom, I gotta write her a letter because I haven't been writing her. I told my sister I was gonna write her a letter, but you know what? She would rather just get text from me, so she already clarified that. So we'll stick to text because I like it that way too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pay my credit card bill. And also, if I come across things on Pinterest that I would like to share online when it comes to minimalism and organization, you can be sure that I'll share it with you guys on Facebook or Instagram. I only use one credit card, and that's because it has 2% cash back, so it just makes sense because I only have to remember to pay one credit card and I'm always getting points. So I just went ahead and paid my bills. And so now what I'm doing is I'm looking at my schedule. So I have everything in my clear notebook. I talked about this notebook so many times, but this is the best you can possibly get, because this notebook is completely customizable, so you can change the pages easily as they come and go. You can change the pages out, and it is clear. It's a weekday. I'll be working and doing steno, which is my primary career, which is, I absolutely love shorthand. But because today is the weekend, there will be no steno today, except if I want to practice dictation and keep my speed up, which I'll probably do later on in the night. Here we have the lovely Pat. As you can see, the laundry hamper is full up, so I've got laundry to do today, and the laundry hamper is floating off the floor, so I don't have to take anything off the floor. Equilibrium has been restored to the galaxy. So these are the makeup palettes that I will be downsizing. If you have a go-to everyday look, which most people do, but just in case you don't, it's really good to have an everyday look that you wear all the time. So for me, that is basically this shadow in the crease, and then this shadow to deepen the crease. I wear those every day, so getting out the door is like clockwork. And if I want to go ahead and experiment, then I have all the time in the world, but getting out the door is really easy if you have a system. So these three, I'm going to go ahead and cook them over the stove. The glue will loosen, then I can grab my tweezers, pick all of them out of these little pots, and then wipe the back with alcohol so the glue is completely gone. Then I can put it in my palette. So if you want to see the end result, go ahead and add me on Instagram, because this is going to be a long video if I do all that on camera. So add me on Instagram and you'll see what that looks like. I'm thinking of doing a video just on Pat, because Pat has a lot of idiosyncrasies that are really cute. She has a lot of little details that are really cute, but she really likes looking outside of this window every day. I've arrived wearing my earrings because these are the earrings I wear every day because they're my favorite earrings of all time. Today we are going to be making my mom's cappuccino smoothie. She makes this usually every morning for my dad, but even during the winter time I really like to have it because it has a carrot and a bunch of spinach in it, so you can't taste any of it. I guarantee you, if you give it to your kids, you can't taste any of the veg. So today we're going to be starting off with one small carrot. Preferably it should be small. We are going to use 1.5 cups of spinach. So 3 cups. If you're going to really downsize and you only want 1 measuring cup, then you want a big measuring cup or a big mixing bowl, because you can do a lot with the big stuff. The little things, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to multitask. So then we're going to do 3/4 cup of almond milk, and we're using the Vitamix today. I didn't mention that we're using the Vitamix, and I specifically got this container because it's clear. And this is the original one, so it does have 7 grams of sugar, which matters because if you get the unsweetened one, oh, it's going to be bitter. Then we are going to put 2 tablespoons, maybe a little less, of this cappuccino drink. I'll put all the ingredients down below. And the last thing that we need is 1 cup of ice. I'll be back. I think I nailed this one because it's looking to be the perfect consistency. And it's also the perfect amount. 1 person. So this is the most divine morning tradition. If you guys can swing this every day, you'll find yourself walking once a day, working on your planner once a day, because everything is just in order. Very good. When you get the consistency just right like that, where it kind of jiggles because it's still wet, it's perfect, because you're not going to be hitting rock bottom if you put a straw in there. Cleaning out the Vitamix is really easy. You just put water in there and then just put a little soap and run it full blast. One thing I wanted to say is that the Vitamix is perfect also to make soups in. So my absolute favorite thing to make in the Vitamix other than smoothies is basically tomato basil soup, and also there's a tortilla soup in the Vitamix recipe book. You can make the soup inside of the Vitamix because the motor heats it up well enough so you don't even have to put it on the stove top. I'm going to start off with writing my mom a letter, and when I write a letter I have to write the rough draft first, or else I might mess up when I'm using my fountain pen and then it's going to be a disaster. So we're going to go ahead and write. You can also type it up, but it flows better if I'm writing. So it's a nice thing to do, especially if you have grandparents near and dear to you. Pat is disturbing the force by getting on my notebook while I'm trying to write a letter to Mom. Pat, the equilibrium of the community depends on these letters. How will people feel loved during the winter months? Remove this yellow leaf and give them some water. And then I can read my book before I go walking outside. Watering plants has got to be one of the more enjoyable things in a daily routine. Actually, I only water it once a week, but today's the day. So I always keep the book that I'm reading currently hard copy, unless I'm reading a Kindle. I keep it right here so that it's ready for me to read. I try to read at least once a day. Sometimes I'll go on the rocker out there on the porch, but it's been a bit cold for that, so I'm just going to read inside. And during the winter months, I like to use the sunlight therapy. This light therapy really makes a difference in my overall mood. It really makes a difference. It just feels warm, and my mood for the rest of the day is a lot better. And again, I track my moods using the Daylio app every day, so I can tell what's making a difference. I just went ahead and fed Pat, and we are going to go outside real quick before the sun goes down. Got my pink shirt and my Tesla hat on. I usually wear a blue shirt, but couldn't find my blue shirt. I think it's in the wash. My sunscreen's on, and I'm gonna head out, go on a walk. Definitely give me a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Sunday in the next health and organization video. Thank you guys so much for watching.